Hello everybody, the first thing I want to say is that I'm sorry for not posting very often. I haven't posted in what feels like months, and I would like to be able to say this because I've been busy with work or I've been busy at home, but the fact is that I've just become burnt out and I haven't felt like animating or making videos, and hopefully it'll go away. It has before, I've been burnt out before, um, and hopefully it just goes away. Uh, but with that being said, I'm here to show you how to animate. I'm going to do this off the top of my head. I don't have a script prepared or anything like that. So let's open up Miku Miku Dance and let's load up a model. There's two ways you can load up a model in Miku Miku Dance. One way is by pressing the load button in the model manipulation box. A box will pop up showing you your folders, and you'll have to navigate to the model you want. I'm going to load up a edited Miku Hatsune model that I use for animating. It's got her hair taken out and excess clothing taken out so that they don't get in the way. As you can see with her loaded up, she's kind of hard to see. The skin is kind of hard to see because of the white background. But if you press the B key, B as in boy, the background will change color from black to white or white to black. This is very helpful if you have a dark or light model that you wish to animate with. Next, I want to tell you that what you see me doing right now, moving the camera around, I'm using the right mouse button and I'm clicking it and holding it down, and it allows me to move around my model like so. Another way to move around your model is to hold the middle mouse wheel down, and it will let you move the camera in this fashion. Hopefully you have a standard mouse that has 3 buttons, the left, right, and middle mouse button. Also, the mouse wheel will let you zoom in and out like so. Now, as you can see, this bone right here is red. Bones turn red whenever you click on them and whenever they have been moved. Let me show you by having you put your left hand on the left side of your keyboard, where your first and second fingers can hit the S key and the X key, or the A key and the Z key. And here's why. Whenever you click on a bone and you press the X key, a radius reticle shows up. This reticle allows you to move bones in a circular form. Left, right, up, down, side to side. And if you press on a square bone, known as a IK bone, this one here, or this one here, and this one, you can press the Z key, which lets you move vertically or horizontally, left, right, forward, backward. If you right click and turn the camera to the model side, you are able to move forward and backward. Now let me show you a common mistake that I have made time and time again in the past, which can be very frustrating, but no more. Let's say you're wanting to animate your model and you're being very meticulous and you want it a certain way, and you spent, let's say, 5 minutes just making one specific pose of your model, and you forget to hit the register button. The register button must always be pressed when you finish a pose, because if you don't, and let's say you accidentally go forward in frame like this, you lose it all. Everything's lost. When I press the S key, all the bones turn blue, because it's telling you, hey, you actually haven't moved these bones. So that's very disheartening, right? Not necessarily. As long as you're not pressing the play button, you can fix it by holding Control, the bottom left key on your keyboard, and pressing the Z key. Ta-da! Control and Z is a very well-known button combination that means to undo your previous action, and it is supported in Miku Miku Dance. So never feel like, oh, I just lost all this work, because you probably haven't. All you have to do is hit undo by holding down Control and hitting Z. Next, I'm going to show you some shortcuts. Let's say you want to make your model jump. I'm gonna lower her a little bit there, lower her a little bit there, getting ready to jump, getting prepared. And like so. Here's one shortcut you can do. I've moved her hand and arm like so. If you want the other arm to be the exact same, go down here to the bone manipulation box and hit copy, and then press the reverse button here. This copies the bone's position and reverses it or pastes it to the opposite side of the model. This works for any bone on one side of the model to the next. Here's something else you can do. Let's say I have her walking with her left foot forward. If you press the S key to show all the bones you have moved, they are red, showing they've been moved, and then you hit copy, you hit reverse. It will reverse the, she will no longer be walking with her left foot forward, but she will be walking with her right foot forward. The reason it looks funny is because I forgot to move the other foot. So I'm going to hit Control-Z to undo my action. I'm going to hit the S key, and instead of actually moving it, all I'm going to do, this is another tip, I'm going to select the bone, hit the X key, and just click on it, and that'll turn it red. Now I'm going to hit copy, and then I'm going to hit reverse, and it works. That is another problem that many of you have probably faced. You'll make an animation and you'll think you're done, and then when you press play and she starts moving, the animation gets all weird and wonky and you can't figure out why. It's because you've forgotten to register all the bones that are going to be moving. They may not necessarily move yet, but they are going to be. If they are going to be moving, you need to register them on each frame that you want to pose on. What's next? Let's make her jump again. Let's reset it. That's another thing. If you're ever in doubt or things are messed up, all you have to do is press the reset button and it'll bring everything back to the way it was. And we can start again. Here's another tip right here. Let's say I want to make her walk. Go forward frame. Here's something else I'm doing. If you click at the top of the frame box, I guess you would call it, it will move forward by 5, by 10, whatever you can see. That is another shortcut I often use. Move forward and backwards in frames. If I'm too lazy, take my hand off the mouse and hit left or right on the keyboard. That is another way to move forward and backwards in frames on your keyboard, where you have the left, right, up, and down keys. Pressing left and right on those keys will move the frame forward and backwards. Now let's make her walk forward. Make the arms sway. Her left foot is forward, so that means her left foot is going to be going backwards. Her right foot is backwards, so her right arm is going forward. Have some swagger going on. She's got the hands stand in, stand back. Freaking tilt her head like so. Now let's hit register. Press play, and you can see the walk start to take shape. Okay. Now here's the copy and reverse shortcut I was telling you about. I'm going to select the bone, hit the X button, and click on it. Select the bone, hit the X button, and click on it. And I'm going to repeat that for every bone that I want to copy. Do it here, and here. I want to hit copy and reverse. Now she's taken a left step. Now how do I make this work for a walking motion? I'm going to move forward in frames. 20 frames seems okay. Press paste. Again, oops, copy and reverse I mean. And I'm going to click the center bone. I'm going to hit the A key. The A key selects all bones. Now I'm going to hit the Z key, and I can move it forward. Now I'm going to hit the S key again. This will deselect everything, and only the bones that I have moved and are important will be registered next. So hit the register button. Now let's hit play. Oh, what did I do? I forgot something, didn't I? This is another common mistake that I mentioned before. I'm going to go back. Here's what I forgot to do. Both feet are moving forward because this foot is moving forward this foot is moving forward slower. It's moving forward for the step that I have at frame 40. How do I fix that? Very simple. Go back, press copy where it's at in the first frame, go to frame 20, where the first step is, press paste, and now it's in the correct spot. Hit register, now let's press play, and there you go. Anytime you do something like this and it seems awkward and you can't figure out why, the solution is usually very simple. I cannot think of any other shortcuts or tips off the top of my head, so I will end this video now. I hope it was helpful. I'm sorry for my unprofessional approach to this, but this was the only way I could get myself to make this video. Once again, thank you for watching. Also feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. I may not answer them as quickly as on one day as another day. Sometimes I'm not online, sometimes I am online, but I will always answer your question eventually as long as I know it's been asked.